I've become obsessed with iceberg charts. I literally watched one to fall asleep yesterday, and I think this is really getting out of hand. I'm really into the DreamSMP, and I found myself, little Bridget Screwwave, asking, I wonder if there's any DreamSMP iceberg charts. I found this one on Reddit, and after editing a whole video on it, I decided that it was too surface level for me, so I added some features from that iceberg and another iceberg I found into my completed iceberg. It's mostly canon and fanon theories and speculations from the DreamSMP. With that being said, let's get started. L'Manberg Anthem. Written by Wilbur Soot, the song is to the tune of Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. There are several different versions since the anthem was added onto after and before several of the wars. The completed version was started by Wilbur before he passed, but was finished by Ghostbur and was given to Quackity for him to perform. The Dream and Technoblade Duel. On August 29, 2020, MrBeast Gaming uploaded a video called $100,000 Dream vs Technoblade Duel. They fought 10 rounds of PvP, and the first one is 6 wins, won the 100k, and Techno ended up winning.
You got this. You got this. You got this. You know you got it too.
The L'Manberg Revolution. L'Manberg was stated to be the plotline that started it all. It was a revolution from the whole of the DreamSMP, manned by Wilbur Soot along with the rest of the members, Tommy Innit, Tebo, Fundy, and Errett. After the first war, Nikki and Jack Manifold joined in. It was never meant to be. This line was spoken by Errett on the day they betrayed the members of L'Manberg, leading them to the final control room where the Dream Team attacked them.
It was never meant to be.
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 The DreamSMP is scripted. This is well known in the community, but the DreamSMP has a scripted arcs. The script isn't word for word, just what the people are supposed to do, and that leaves people to improvise their lines. This is why a lot of people make jokes about having lines for the animatics. SMP Live. Started in the spring of 2019, SMP Live rose to the ranks of being one of the best Minecraft survival multiplayer servers on Twitch and YouTube. SMP Live closed with an event called The Finale, running from December 31st, 2019 to January 1st, 2020. To this day, SMP Live hasn't been touched by any of the original creators except for a few who toured it around before leaving for good, and the reunion in June of 2020. The Dream Team. Dream Team is a group name for Dream, Sapnap, and George. Dream has also mentioned that Bad Boy Halo and Ant Frost are honorary members of the team as well. Ghostbur. After Wilbur died to Phil's sword after blowing up L'Manberg, Wilbur came back as a ghost because he lost all of his canon lives. He had a complete personality switch, this time having a higher pitched, slightly raspy voice, and came back with amnesia. Tebo loves bees. Tebo is known to love bees and be a beekeeper. Rambo even helped him build a greenhouse for his bees, and he also has a special skin for being a beekeeper. J-Schlatt dies of a heart attack. During the Manberg vs Pogtopia War, Dream ushered the army into the Kamar van to confront a drunk Schlatt. This is where he argued with Quackity and Fundy and dies of a heart attack, making him the first one to officially die on the server. Tommy getting exiled. This arc took place right after the Manberg War, with Tommy being exiled by his best friend and President Tebo. He was sent to a far-off island where Dream would visit sometimes, taunting him and making him destroy his items he worked hard for. People were allowed to visit, but no one really did except Ghostbur and Rambo and a few others here and there. This made Tommy's character fall into a depression, clinging onto Dream because he was the only person he had. L'Manberg was started over drugs. The Kamar van was one of the old relics of L'Manberg, and it was originally used to brew potions, aka drugs, on the server. The van then became a safe space for the members of L'Manberg to reconvene.
You ever seen the TV show Breaking Bad? Imagine what would happen if we could get every brewing stand off the server, and then we make an empire out of producing all the potions on this server.
Tommy has Spirit's corpse. During the meeting with Dream right before the Exile arc, Tommy revealed that he had Spirit's remains. This then led to Dream to snap at Tommy, with this clip becoming very popular.
No. I don't give a fuck about Spirit, okay? I don't give a fuck about anything, actually. I care about your discs.
J-Schlatt was banned. Before Schlatt was in the storyline, he visited the DreamSMP, being whitelisted by Tommy and Sapnap. After the visit, he was then banned by Dream, who didn't know who Schlatt was. This was also shown in some of the leaked Discord messages. He was then unbanned on the 20th of September 2020. Dream is manipulating Tommy. Dream, during the Exile arc, really went deep in manipulating Tommy's character and pretended to be his friend. He pushed Tommy to invite his friends to the beach party, and it turned out Dream purposely intercepted those letters that were sent out. There were several other cases of Dream being manipulative and wanting Tommy's life in exile to be miserable, but Tommy stood him up and ran off to Techno's base, leaving Logshire abandoned. The Crimson Egg. This arc was started by Bad Boy Halo on the DreamSMP. Its mysterious egg-shaped structure with protruding vines and tentacles coming out of it. It is known to speak to people in a distorted voice, and Anfrost and Bad man the Eggpire and want everyone to come to love the egg. It is known to suck color out of people, as seen in Bad's skin and turning several of the people who have come in contact with it red. Tommy echoing Theseus in Arc 3. Tommy and Theseus have been compared many times in canon. Theseus sent himself out to the front lines of the army, then he was exiled, and then he died. This can be related to Tommy's storyline. Eret is blind. When Eret takes off their glasses of their skin, they have bright white eyes. This made people theorize that he is actually blind. Skeppy and Bad's lives are connected. This was actually confirmed by Bad Boy Halo. His and Skeppy's lives are connected, so if Skeppy dies, Bad dies. Skeppy is Bad's source to the human world.
I mean, hey, demons can die. It's okay.
That's not true.
As long as my source doesn't lose its 3 lives, I'm good.
Rambu's Enderman powers. This is confirmed by Rambu himself. He is half Enderman. He has Silk Touch type powers, with him being able to pick up stone and grass blocks. The Fiancés. This is a reference to Carl Sapnap and Quackity's canon relationship on the DreamSMP. They are in a polyamorous relationship, with Carl and Sapnap being together first, and then including Quackity. Fundy's character is trans. Wilbur is quoted saying that Fundy's character is trans, female to male, and Wilbur is Fundy's dad.
Why? He's my furry trans son.
Fundy, the content creator, has stated that he's fine with his character being trans, and he thinks it's cool. Foolish Gamers. Foolish is one of the newest members of the DreamSMP. He has a skin of a totem of undying and has some shark-like features. He's confirmed to be a shark/totem type god and is able to bring people back to life. This is interesting and might have a play in the story soon. Philza has one canon life. Because Philza is known to play hardcore Minecraft for years and years on end, Philza gets one canon life on the server, letting him only get one chance. The In-Between. Revealed in the Masquerade episode from the Tales from the SMP, the In-Between is a dimension that Carl can access to help him with his memory problems. It's like a hub world to Carl, and there are several books written by an anonymous source claiming that they could help him with his drifting memory. Tubbo is adopted / is an orphan. Tubbo was confirmed to be an orphan by Philza, and he was found on the side of the road in a box. Quackity's need for a relationship.
So excited to see my babe, my sugar sweet pumpkin, my baby girl, the man of my life.
Hola!
Quackity is known for having several lovers. He has 2 at the moment, them being Sapnap and Carl. Then there's Eret, Schlatt, and Technoblade, and Bad Boy Halo might count since Quackity flirts with him all the time. The Discord leak. On the 27th of November 2020, when Carl was ending his stream, he accidentally spammed the private DreamSMP Discord link into his chat to several thousands of people instead of his public Discord server. Several screenshots were then leaked. They recovered from this fairly quickly though, making a new Discord server. Puffy is Dream's mom. There's a headcanon that Puffy is Dream's mom. This came from Dream following her around for a whole stream on mute, watching her travel and do things like chop wood. Puffy dubbed him her little duckling, just how ducks follow their mothers. Carl has amnesia. It was confirmed by Carl that he is slowly losing his memories by Carl himself. He is shown to write in his diary that time traveling hurts himself and he's slowly losing his memories of the people around him and who he is. The existence of the supernatural. DreamSMP is known to have supernatural elements. There are demons like the existence of Bad Boy Halo, who is canonically a demon and who is 9'6". There also exist gods like DreamXD and Foolish, and ghosts like Wilbur and Schlatt. There are also many cases of hybrids like Technoblade, Schlatt, Skeppy, Amphros, Awesome Dude, etc. Sally and the Samsung fridge. Wilbur had relations with a salmon and Philza had relations with a fridge, and that's all I will say on this topic. The SBI family dynamic. Started by the fandom, it is dubbed the Sleepy Boys Inc. family dynamic, since most of the people think Philza is Techno, Wilbur, and Tommy's dad, with Tubbo being adopted. Techno doesn't like this idea though, but Wilbur has shown interest in it, with him saying that his character and Techno's character are twins. Dream, Drista, and Dream XD. People in the fandom like to say all 3 are siblings. We know that Dream is also Dream XD, just on a different account, and Drista is his sister in real life, so it's cool to think that they're all siblings in the canon. They all show tendencies of having godlike powers. DreamXD is confirmed in canon to be separate from Dream himself, and is known to be omnipotent, meaning that he can be everywhere and hears everything. He's also the protector of the end portal. Sapnap as an original member of Lamamberg. Sapnap showed interest in Lamamberg's potion dealing ring early on into the development of it and really wanted to join. He was denied though because he was American. Tommy has PTSD. This theory/headcanon was popularized by the fandom, with people saying that Tommy would get panicky if he returned to places that gave him trauma, like the final control room in Logstashire.
Important. Something about a final control room? What happened here, Tommy? Tommy,
We've got to go. We've got to go.
You're
We've got
just
to go.
freaking out
We've
for
got
no
to go.
reason, Tommy.
Oh no.
Quackity is a shapeshifter. Quackity is known to change his Minecraft skin in front of people and act like those people. The fandom took this idea and turned it into a headcanon that he's a shapeshifter, and personally, I really enjoy this idea. Dream is immortal. Like I said before, Dream is known to show godlike tendencies. Before the fight with Tommy, he confirmed himself to have infinite lives, but now that has changed. He's able to access console and go into creative and /kill people. The prison was meant for Carl or Quackity. Self-explanatory, but this implies that the prison wasn't meant for Dream, and it was meant for Carl and or Quackity. Quackity was known to rebel against Dream's ideals, threatening his power, and this might tie into Carl's time travel plot, with Dream thinking that he knows too much. Cannibalism is normalized on the SMP. There have been many cases of cannibalism on the server, with Sam eating his own flesh to survive and Quackity eating Schlatt's organs. Dream is lying about Schlatt's book. Before Schlatt passed away, Dream was supposedly given a book by him that gave him instructions on how to bring the dead back to life. It has been dubbed the Book of Necromancy.
Tommy, I can bring people back to life. When I fought with Jay Schlatt, I fought with Jay Schlatt. Jay Schlatt gave me a book, okay? And it has how to bring people back to life, but only I have the book.
Many people think that Dream is lying about this item and it's just another manipulation tactic. Dad Schlatt. Another headcanon made by the fandom, saying that Schlatt is Tubbo's dad. There is some really good fan art out there about it and it explains that Schlatt wasn't a fit father and abandoned Tubbo. It could explain why Schlatt was big on recruiting Tubbo into his cabinet because he knew he was his son, but Tubbo didn't know. This is not canon, but this is a cool idea. SMP Live and DreamSMP are set in the same universe. This explains how Wilbur and Schlatt and Connor knew each other along with Charlie Slimesicle. All of them were ex-members of SMP Live. This goes even deeper with Trey's being at Connor and Minx's wedding, and many members of the DreamSMP like Tommy, Tubbo, Wilbur, Schlatt, Fundy, Nikki, George, and Techno being at the wedding too. CogChamp SMP is all in Fundy's imagination. This idea stems from Fundy having a shitty home life and not really having stable friendships, so he takes that and imagines a world, CogChamp, with Rambo and Tubbo. He's always been into machines and coding, so having a whole world where he can do just that would be heaven to him. People like 5UP and Crumb are made up in his mind, with Fundy making up 5UP since it didn't work out with Dream. This could also explain why Dry Waters, Fundy's faction with Nikki, is in a Badlands biome. It's because that he lives in one in the CogChamp universe. The End Dimension. Since the beginning, Dream himself has made the rule that the End Dimension is off limits on the DreamSMP. DreamXD is the known protector of the End Portal and is seen destroying the portal and logging out in front of Technoblade and Philza. He then joins back and sets up an incorrect portal that can never be lit. The Blood God is a part of the egg. I think there's a quote from Captain Puffy connecting the Blood God to the egg. I think this is a really cool idea since it would tie into Techno's character. MCC is canon in the DreamSMP. This adds on to the SMP Live theory that all Minecraft content creators live in one infinite Minecraft world and come together each month to battle it out for fun. This is how DreamSMP members meet other people, and it could explain how Minecraft Monday could be a part of the universe, with several of the DreamSMP members coming from that event. Rambo is connected to the In-Between. Rambo's confirmed to be half Enderman, but people have been now theorizing that Rambo's half white side is caused because of the In-Between. This can be backed up because Carl's hoodie does turn white when he goes there. This could be interesting because Carl and Rambo both have short-term memory / amnesia. The author of the books in the In-Between is Carl himself. This theory talks about how the anonymous author of the books in the In-Between is Carl from the future. Carl is known to time travel back and forth, so now that he knows he's losing his memory, he could always travel forward and make the In-Between and help himself with his problem. The 1.17 Portal Arc. The 1.17 update is the Cave and Cliffs update, and this will be a major change to the Minecraft vanilla. In the leaked Discord messages, Dream talks about his plan for the way they would convert / change the servers to this update. I think this idea is scrapped now, but they would basically have a portal between the two Minecraft worlds, with one being the original DreamSMP and the one being the new one. Well, that's the end of the video. I hope you found the iceberg interesting. If you did, subscribe, because these videos are very fun to make. I like talking about DreamSMP and stuff, and if you want to follow me on my social media, they're in the description. I'm very active on Twitter. I actually edited this on my computer for the first time using just like Windows Movie Maker, so I hope it's fine. Well, that's the end of the video. Okay, see you guys soon, bye.